Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh yeah, we're back. We are back. Welcome, friends. There we go. Welcome, friends. This is the fourth episode. We are 4 months in. I can't believe it. This is our Patreon Saints adventure, the Underworld. Tonight we embark on a journey into the deepest and darkest corners of Earth. Oh yeah. Though there is not too much in the way of language or graphic violence, okay? Especially not this episode. We will tackle themes that may not be suitable for all audiences, so proceed with caution. This episode and future episodes. Just know it's not quite gothic horror, but it's a little bit more than our regular Tuesday night game, if that makes any sense. All right. A little bit of a recap, because we are on episode 4. Our story began in the capital city of Marai on a remote volcanic island, suddenly plunged deep into the bowels of the mountain upon which it sat. As a horrid thunderstorm rattled the world above the soil, 3 heroes raced to the aid of the people trapped below and discovered that not only were many of those city dwellers still alive, don't know how, pretty cool. But they were indulging in the tensions that had built up among them, like the very lava beneath their feet. Not everybody in that city got along. Some blamed the cult of Deos, which was a commune of priestesses responsible for the island's yearly human sacrifice. That's right, friends. We have a cult that likes to yeet virgins into volcanoes. Oh yeah, it's that kind of a game. Others blamed the city's leadership for the incident, specifically Lord Allender, who's the head of the governing body called the Proadroid. Kind of gone over that a little bit. But everyone in the city is certain that something or someone has angered the gods who have dealt punishment upon them. There are a very specific set of gods unique to this island, and keeping them happy is proving a little harder than they anticipated. So our heroes joined forces with the village elder, Calandra, sweet little old lady, who has led them through the veil between the mortal realm and the afterlife, located at the bottom of that pit, following the trail of High Priestess Halara, the leader of that cult, as she searches for her daughter who was wrongfully sacrificed on the very night the city was swallowed whole. Lot of lore. Hope you're following along. They paid the ferryman, they've crossed the river, they have passed through both the first and the second realms in pursuit of this high priestess, who is in turn in pursuit of her sacrificed daughter, and hopefully they are trying to encounter a solution to this sunken city. Now, before we continue into the next realm, the next section of the Underworld, we're going to roll a little Nat 21 footage. Woohoo! Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How's life? How are things?
Busy.
Busy.
Good. Busy's good. Are we all? Somebody in here is drinking something really nice. I don't know who that could be. As everyone sips. Just sneaky sipping. Anyway. Yeah, so remind us, I know we're on episode 4, just a quick reminder, because I think there's a couple people in here who have not caught this show previously, or it's been a little while. Remind us about your characters, if you don't mind, and yeah, if there's anything about your characters, how they're feeling, what they're doing right now that you'd like to share before we jump in.
Bonjour, I am Bree. I am a level 2 cleric of Twilight. I am burnt. I have been hit by fire many, many, many times. I was the girl on fire, and I don't like it.
I'm sorry you were on fire, but it was kind of funny in a morbid way.
It was.
Hello, everybody. I am Freezum. I am a rogue and a former cop and a changeling, and I stabby things and pickpockets.
Yeah, you do pickpockets. Okay, what have you picked so far?
Hello, everybody. I am Nardo Lee. I am a fighter of the turtle variety, and I've been all over the underworld trying to find some pizza. So I think Nardo's about to start a GoFundMe because pizza money for Nardo, folks.
Pizza money for actually. I think right now we can say instead of buy the cast a drink, buy Nardo some pizza. Visit Kobe.com. Yeah, no, I desperately want you to get your pizza, and I've actually started. Depending on how you plan this one out and how you play, I want to make sure that Nardo gets his pizza somehow. It's here. I got you. But yeah, I kind of was going to see. So far, Free. What have you looted thus far? Because you are racking up quite the list.
Yeah, well, we got that little coin that helped us with the ferryman. I've stolen a little bit of other coin. I've managed to come up with some clothes of fire resistance recently.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Somebody could have used that.
As Bree is still smoking.
Oh, wait
All
till we start to the episode. I'm going to do something and y'all going to laugh.
All right. Well, while Bree is singed, Nardo is desperate for pizza, and Free is his pockets are full of stuff that doesn't belong to him. We are going to open tonight's adventure in a blizzard. Now, our players have been through 2 of the realms of the Underworld. Now, the Underworld is divided into sections, we're learning. The first section was sort of like a purgatory. It was a waiting room, a lobby of sorts, where recently dead wait around for their turn to be judged and sent where it is they belong. We learned that all the good boys and girls are sent to eternal rest. They are brought before the king of the underworld himself, who greets them and sends them along their way. And those who are not so good or have done something in their life to anger the gods are actually sent to the realm of the god or goddess that they angered to be punished. So now our friends have gotten through that section. They ended up in the very first realm, which belonged to the goddess Ulfine, who is the queen of mortals. She's married to the king of the gods. And they encountered a bunch of stuff, made it through, figured it out, and was basically stopped by what I'm going to say is the Underworld's version of a cop who tried to get them to stop what they were doing. And they destroyed her. She's
and the bird.
Birds.
Yes,
The birds.
and the hellbirds. That's right. So now they have exited through a door, entering into the third realm, and it looks a little something like, where is it? Aha, like this. Oh yeah. Now, it's a wide expanse of snowy forest. It stretches in every direction, and surprise, surprise, if our players were to turn around, they would notice the door behind them is now gone. It is evening. There is a statue, sort of, it looks almost as if it is growing up out of the snow, and it is covered in snow, but if it weren't, it would look a little something like that. And remember, Calandra is with you. Our little old lady is still hanging out.
I'm looking around for a lamppost.
So Bree immediately plops on the ground and makes snow angels
What the heck is
because
this
to cool down.
Spar
Yep.
It's
I
cold.
should.
It hurts. Wait. Jacqueline,
Bree,
come with
you're
me.
really
Come with me.
steaming now.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I dust myself off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just pulling my cloaks in closer.
Yeah, it's very cold.
You notice I seem to have put on a bunch of pounds.
You would
I
think
just keep-
that Free would love it here, but you know.
Not so much. But it's helpful to be able to change one's body shape and suddenly fatten up in the cold. It's still cold.
Let's take a rest.
Clothes.
That
But
is
you
true.
have no Tinder bits.
Hey, you don't know what I have or don't have.
You have no clothes.
She's got a point
Anyway,
Grower, not shower.
He's talking about his head when it comes out of the shell.
yes.
Yeah! The head.
Bree, did you say something about a long rest or a short rest? Why don't you fill us in on what we're doing? We are 15 minutes from when I hit the go live button. We're not even yet, guys.
Expect anything less?
I find a tree and just kind of hunker down and be like, I hurt. Can we just stay a second and just not be on fire or tarred or feathered? And I've been through a lot.
Yeah, probably a good opportunity to go through our packs and find anything else we can put on as layers.
I'm stuffing the chicken or the bird feathers that were in there in under my thing. I'm layering up any moss that was in my bag, anything I can insulate, straw, weird hermit person's bag of holding kind of stuff.
Okay.
So short rest, long rest.
Given the
Boys?
cold, probably a short rest. We could want to find shelter.
Yes, let's take stock and then we can travel on.
Okay. All right. As you are resting, nothing of note is happening. It neither gets darker nor lighter. It is evening. It's not quite dark. The moon is out and it is in a crescent shape. The snow does not stop falling. The wind does not stop blowing. Calandra is cold, but she seems to be happy about this. She's like taking it all in. She's having a good time, it looks like, at least.
I'm going to start puffing up like sacred flame between us to try to get some heat.
Okay.
I'll just sit it in front of me for a little bit and then sit it in front of Free and then sit in front of Nardo and then sit it in front of Calandra just so we don't freeze while we walk.
Yeah, fair. All right. Anything else you guys would like to be doing during your short rest? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're not getting interrupted at this point. You're going to take your whole short rest.
I'll just talk to Calandra for a little bit and see what she knows about where we might be.
Okay. So if you are to ask her that question, she would explain that there was, everything that she knows just came from the priestesses of the cult who, she believed them and now she's seeing it for real. This should be the realm of Axia. Yes. And this is a very special place. She always dreamed of seeing it one day and never thought she would. And this is the place where, Axia is, of course, the patron of virgins, and she has somewhere in here a sacred grove where all of the souls of those sacrificed virgins get their eternal rest. Oh, I cannot wait to see it. It's going to be beautiful. Whenever we're done sitting, if we could hightail it over and figure out where it is, that would be great.
Well,
so all the like the virgin who was thrown into the volcano by the guy who created all this mess might be there.
Well, yes, she was a sacrifice. That's where the sacrificed virgins end up, apparently. I would love to see it. I can't wait. Can we go? Are we done? Are you warm?
Oh yeah. Well,
Let's go.
not really, but yeah. I mean, we already pissed a god by stopping one of their things. Let's go piss off another god by taking away their sacrifice.
Yay! Let's do it. All right, let's go.
Pissing off gods and taking names.
Now remember, so far you've convinced everyone except Mina that you are actually helping. So as long as you continue to help, you might be okay.
And not try to sleep people.
Oh, Kevin, how do you know, man? Get out of here. Karis says, my fortune cookie. Don't let unexpected situation throw you. Me looks around worriedly to see if there's a camera panning to reveal I'm sitting in a trebuchet. That's going to be the theme of the night, actually. I'm going to take that in stride. We're going to let that be tonight. All right. So, As you start heading, I mean, it's just forest in all direction. As you start kind of looking around you, is there a particular direction you'd like to walk? The forest is thicker ahead of you than it is behind. There's some expanses between the trees. I mean, it's up to you.
Let's go where it's thickest. You think that's where a grove would be? It's a sacred grove.
Nobody's got a familiar to toss up in the sky and go find out for us, do they?
As you are trying to decide
Not a
this,
familiar.
yeah, well, yeah, you eat your doll.
All right, go find it, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, I need your help. Go find the grove. Ready? She didn't go far. She's tired. She's tired. She was playing in the. She was playing in the snow.
Understood.
We'll put it back in the back.
As you start sort of meandering in that direction, trying to decide which way you should be going, there is a loud howling sound that comes from the forest to the right of where you are. And like a flash of lightning, this deer darts out of the trees and is pursued by an entire pack of wolves. And you hear the snapping, the braying, the growling. The wolves are all chasing this. The sound of the deer. The deer is actually wearing a harness with like bells on it, so the bells are jingling. But you also hear, yeah, right. You also hear the voice of what sounds like an exhausted woman, like begging for mercy. No, don't stop, please. Come on, you have to stop. Just from this blur of activity, just running right across your path.
Let's go away from the wolves. Are these regular wolves or like the hellhound wolves that we saw before?
They are not the same animal that you saw before, but these are not normal wolves. They are bigger, they are shaggier, and they have sort of an aura about them. Not quite a glow, but they definitely have some kind of, I don't want to say a fog, an aura really is the right word. Almost like blue light is glowing.
Oh, these must be the wolves that work for that white witch.
Could be. I don't know who that is, but we'll find out. If there was ever a time to have a satyr walk in.
Where's a beaver when you need one?
Right. Or the fox, or let's see who else was it.
So you guys are going to head the direction the wolves ran from.
What do you think?
Well,
Did
that
the deer speak? Is that what I thought we heard?
Okay, roll a perception for me to see if that's what you thought you heard.
All of us?
That I can
Go for it.
do. 13.
That'll be a dirty 20.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Free and Bree, you guys think you heard a deer just panic and cry out for help, but it was such a blur. It could have been a wolf. It could have been a person in the middle of it. It could have not happened at all. But Nardo, you definitely heard that horrible crying and begging for mercy coming from the deer.
No, friends, trust me. That was the deer that needed help. If someone needs help, I think we should help.
We should help. We're here to help, remember?
Yes. What could possibly go wrong?
How far are the wolves away from us now?
So they have run about 100 feet to your left, but they are sort of circling. So they're coming back. The deer has kind of turned, and they're starting to do this sort of relay race of doom.
Okay.
Is there any rocks or
80 feet, I
anything
can
we
shoot
can
them.
hide behind or anything like that we can?
You can
kinda
hide behind the
set up?
statue. You're right by the statue if you wanted to. It's pretty big. And I'm sorry, Freeze, you said something and I
Sorry.
didn't hear it.
Oh no, my
Yeah,
short range for my bow is only 80 feet, so it won't take too much effort to be able to get a shot off.
Yeah, because they're coming back in your direction. They're just making a little weird oval.
Can I prep Sacred Flame for when one of the wolves first come by at 60 feet and we get
Sure.
within range?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we kind of crouch down.
Okay. All right, Free, you're getting your bow out. Bree, you're getting.
I'm getting my bow out, and I say, Nardo, steady me.
Yep.
Okay. So there are 6 wolves that you can see, and they are in pursuit of this deer. The deer is slightly faster than they are, so the deer is going to pass first, coming in at about 60 feet, and then the wolves are in pairs, 2 by 2 by 2, vaguely chasing behind.
You take the left, I'll take the right.
Got it.
Right.
Firing.
Okay.
Well, he's going to hit first, then I'll hit. Then I'll go. So you go first.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Minimum damage 5.
Oh no! All right, that's okay.
Oh, they have to do a attack save of 13. So attack save, that's when I roll, right? Yeah.
An attack save, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I rolled a 18.
Okay,
Sacred
that'll
Flame.
hit. Okay, and you're aiming for the ones on the other side, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I got 6.
And that's 6 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. These wolves are still chasing. They're still in pursuit, and they are going by pretty fast. I mean, they are. And you, as the deer gets closer, you are hearing it just like, "Please no! Oh my gosh!" You know. Nardo, what are you doing here? Or were you just giving me a sense?
I can't really do much unless I'm within 5 feet. So.
Okay. So they're not going to get that close to you. They are on the tree line. Let me show you over here real quick. So even as they come close to you, they're still going to be about 10 feet out as they pass you. Does that make sense? Or at least that's what I have drawn on my paper. But if you guys want to move up.
What I'll do is I'll go after they've passed by. I'll go up onto the other side of the trees where they're being led around and around. And I will kind of I will lurk with a held attack.
Okay. So you.
That way I can get them the next time they come around.
Okay, so I'm going to let you use that movement here. So the wolves at this point are still not paying much attention to you. They are in hot pursuit of this deer. So they are going to do that thing where they are coming back around. We're just going to stay in rotation here. So Bree went first. So you guys to.
Free went first. His range was longer.
Yeah, I've got a little more range than she does.
So they're coming back in. Yep.
So I guess I'll shoot even better. 30-21.
Nice. Are you aiming for the same wolf as before?
Yes, I figure I might as well go ahead and pay it some more attention.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Maybe it'll notice when it starts getting really wounded. There's 7 on the dirty 21.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, this wolf has been slowed to a full stop. This one is this one is like turned around. You rolled a 9 to attack?
I rolled a 9 to attack, yeah.
You miss yours. But now there are only 5 wolves in pursuit of this deer. One has absolutely like stopped. It is just like, oh my gosh, I've been hit. I was limping. I'm gonna stay out of this. Nardo, what are you doing?
What I would really like to do is just hold my sword out and have them all run right into it, but 5e won't let me do that.
You can pick one to run into it.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too with my base, just kind of. This has got more range.
So that'll be a dirty 20 again to hit.
Which one are you going for? There's 1 that's been wounded and 4 that have not.
I I guess the other one in the front, which is the other one that's been wounded.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
That
what do you
will
think?
be 9.
9.
Slashing
Okay.
damage.
Yep. You have taken care of this wolf. This wolf, again, like before, and Kara, I get it. I'm with you on this one. This wolf sort of hits the ground and poofs into what looks like smoke or dust, something like that, and is no longer there. However, upon seeing one of its compatriots be totally poofed out of existence, another
Pink-misted.
one of the wolves. I know. Listen, I understand. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. One of these wolves turns and sees you, Nardo, and is like, oh, it's on. So where specifically are you in the range of trees? Are you up a tree or just behind a tree?
Behind a tree. I don't think I can quite. I don't know how well I do with climbing a tree. I do believe I weigh upwards of like 450 pounds or something like that with the shell. Turtles do
Okay,
be heavy
so-
boys.
Okay. As the one in the back passes by you, it's going to turn its head and try to bite. So that is going to be oh wow, it's going to be a 22 to hit. Sorry. That's an angry wolf there, man. And I'm going to guess that that'll do it.
Someone, I mean, yes. Finally, someone rolled higher than my armor class of 19.
So that's going to be a 7 piercing damage. And something else.
Yeah, all right.
I think you need to give me a strength saving throw to see if you're still up right there where you were standing. Because good.
This is not Baldur's Gate.
How's a 22 sound?
You're good. You are still upright. Well done. All right. We are back to 3. So we have 1 wolf out of the pack. There are 3 still, or 4, no, 3 still in pursuit. 1 laying down like, I'm not doing it. And 1 poofed out of existence. So 3, what are you doing?
So the others continued past Nardo. They're not near him.
Yes, they've all thoroughly passed at this point. The last one turned and is in combat with him.
Well, that's unfortunate because I can't sneak attack it unless he's close to it. So I'll let that 1 wolf. He's going to be mad enough at it. I'm going to let him deal with the 1 wolf. So I will just shoot at the lead of the 3 that are left.
Okay.
And that's another dirty 21.
All right, you hit. What do we got?
That's max damage, 10.
Okay, this is another wolf that is now like, woo, ow, that hurt. We're gonna not be doing this for much longer. I'm gonna stop chasing because I can't. That's what he's thinking. That's me narrating the wolf brain. I don't know that he speaks English though. Yeah.
Sacred Flame. 17.
A 17 hits.
5.
Okay. I'm sorry, were you aiming for that same wolf or were you aiming for another one?
Is the wolf that I was aiming for before died already, or is he just limping along?
No, he's limping and so is the other one now.
I'll shoot one of the other ones that's still chasing the deer.
Okay.
We'll let Nardo pick up the ones that can't chase.
Okay. All right. We're
Pizza
back
boy.
to Pizza boy. Let's go. Let's go, Pizza
All right.
boy.
All right, we're going to attack my wolf, and that'll be a A 14.
14 does hit. All right.
Ooh.
I know.
Phew. I was concerned for a moment there.
You just made it.
And he will take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that's the one that's standing in front of you. 8 points. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
Because I can do that once. And I'm going to attack him again.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. That's dirty 21.
Man, rocking them up.
And that'll be another 8 damage.
Okay.
I've just done 16 damage to that wolf that just bit me.
Yep. So that wolf that bit you just did the same thing. It sort of was like, oh no, this is terrible. Laid down and poofed into smoke or dust, sand, glitter, something weird. All right, we have 2 wolves in pursuit of the deer who is still crying and sobbing and weeping and begging for mercy, and 2 wolves that are just like, peace, I've tapped out. So at this point, yeah, and the other wolves, they're gonna just keep pursuing because this is their mission at this point. They are not stopping.
Well, I haven't run out of arrows yet.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
That's another 7.
Okay, so 7. All right, so you did hit one of the 2 that are still up. And they're gonna just keep running. I mean, they're like on like a mission here. These seem to not get distracted at all.
All right. I'm not using you again.
You're using Sacred Flame again? Is that what you were trying to do?
That's what I was trying to do, and I rolled a 1. Why does fire not like me?
I was just gonna say I don't want to say this to you, but I think you just set the hem of your pants or your skirt on fire, whatever you're wearing.
Pants.
Kara, yeah, actually.
Oh, hey, look. Hey, Bree, you're on fire again.
Stop, drop, roll. Stop, drop, roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're in the snow. It'll work. Oh no.
That's it. It's canon. I'm girl on fire. Forget the arch nemesis before. Fire is my arch nemesis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. All right, Nardo, you got 2. Well, technically there's 4 if you really wanted to, but you got 2 pursuing wolves, not slowing down. One's got like an arrow sticking out of it. They're just.
You're going to dice jail.
I want to actually go up to the one that Bree dropped first because that's relatively nearish to my position because they stopped chasing before they got to me. And I want to go up to it and I want to be, you saw what happened to your friends? What's going on here while the others are in their loop?
Okay, so you're gonna go up and talk to the wolf while the other's running. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to negotiate at the end of a sword.
Okay, so the wolf that is sort of limping around sort of looks up at you while you're talking, growls at you, and then just starts ignoring you again.
Slash.
Okay.
Maybe not. I miss.
Okay.
The 8's not going to hit.
Okay. Works. I'm not going to take a turn as those wolves because again, they are on their mission right now. The one that was ignoring you, Nardo, it's just like I'm licking my wounds literally. Like you can do whatever you want. And the others are just running. Great.
I'll take another shot at the one I already hit.
Okay.
And 15.
That does hit.
And that's 8 damage.
Okay. Guess what happens?
Poof.
Poof. For sure. So you have one active wolf still running. Bree, your turn.
Sacred Flame. 14.
14 hits.
All right.
A magic number.
5.
Okay. This one is now also doing that horrible limpy thing where it's just like, I tried. I'm doing it. I tried my, and you even see it kind of like limping toward the deer who is just like, oh, I'm out.
What is the deer doing? Is he still running in place, not realizing that nobody's chasing him, or?
So, the deer is going to continue in that circle, right? And as the deer turns, it does notice for sure, like all these wolves are either gone or down. Like, ooh. Sort of like cautiously starts walking toward you guys very tentatively.
Hi, friend. What seems to be the problem?
Friend, me friend?
Yes, of course you, my dear.
Problem? Obviously, the problem was that I was running and now I don't have to run. Thank you.
We like
Why?
solving problems.
Okay. Why are you here? I mean, thank you, but why are you here?
We're looking for a friend of ours.
Oh, that's nice. So is my punishment over? Am I good to go now?
What was you punished for?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess if Alcia sent you, you would probably already know, but I'll tell you anyway. Yeah, so I was, well, first of all, I was the greatest huntress anyone ever saw. I mean, that's the truth. I know that's the reason I ended up here, but I'm telling you, it was great. You would have really been impressed. And I boasted that, back on Mirai, and yeah, that made Axia angry, but not as angry as when I
What are you
decided
looking
to
for?
kill her sacred deer, cause I could. And then I spent the rest of my eternity down here like this. So if I'm done, that would be great. Are we gonna go see? We're gonna go to the throne room and stuff, and I get my eternal reward now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we could promise that.
Okay, why not?
Well, we're just on a mission. We have you seen a girl in a white dress?
No. I've been running.
You've been right. Yes.
Yeah. But I'm sorry you can't find her. Why am I still a deer?
See, what happened was
We're new here.
Yeah,
we're still in
we're just
training.
passing through.
Oh, you're in. Okay, so you're like one of the lieutenant's new employees. That's what you guys are doing. That makes sense. That makes sense. He's terrifying, so I'm glad you guys are learning.
Yes, we are helping.
Yeah, good. It's good to help. I learned that. I wish I learned that sooner. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, can I thank you guys? I got some stuff in my saddlebags. Actually, this is all my stuff. I've been forced to wear it forever, but there's some stuff. I don't know if you want anything, but you can have it. I clearly have no use for it. I have hooves.
We much appreciate it. Do you also happen to know where there's a clearing around?
Like a sacred grove.
Sacred grove.
Yeah, you want me to take you to the sacred? Yeah, you can follow me. You want to go? I have a saddle on if this nice old lady wants to ride. I mean, it's probably hard to walk in here.
I give Cassandra a boost.
She accepts your boost. Climbs up. The saddle jingles with the bells, and everybody do a perception check for me, please. Please and thank you. Nardo's like, no way. That's okay.
I got 15.
Okay.
21.
Oh, wow. Okay,
30,
great.
30, 21.
I got a moop.
It's not a moop, it's a deer. All right, so Free. Wow, with your 21, you definitely see that, or I'll say you hear that there's the jingling of the bells, and then there's like a clanging coming from the front of the bridle as Calandor kind of plops up on it. Something sounds different.
I investigate.
Okay. I'm just gonna give this because you had 21. If you go around to the front of the bridle that's on this deer, you see that sewn right behind one of the jingle bells is a little brass key.
I take the key.
Okay. Cool. So
You find something free?
I did. It's this very small brass key.
Could that be the key for the next door?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could be. All right.
Does the deer know anything about the key?
Yeah, so she says, like, I just remember that getting sewn onto me by one of the lieutenant's guys when I first came down here for my punishment. I don't know what it's for, but I'll help you figure it out if you want. I got nothing better to do, apparently. As you guys travel, you're gonna walk a considerable distance. It's not close. Around there's a huge blizzardy forest. As you're walking, you're getting deeper and deeper into these woods, and it's getting darker and darker as you go. But as you sort of turn around a bend, there's this beautiful clearing. It seems as though the snow has not quite stopped falling, but it's falling in a gentle, very sweet, very beautiful way. And
Christmas card.
It's exactly a Christmas card. The moon is crystal clear right above, and the moonbeams are shining right down onto this collection of hundreds of trees that are greener than you've ever seen a pine tree in your life. And there's little clusters of them in groups of like 10 or 12. Christmas card. That's the best way to describe it. It is beautiful. It is peaceful. You almost feel warm here. It's still cold, but there is a definite difference in temperature here versus back where you came from.
Is this it? I asked the deer.
Oh, the sacred? Yeah. This is where Axia takes care of all of the sacrifices. She's really nice with her virgins that don't make her angry. And she's really not nice with people who don't do things and make her angry. So, yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. These guys won some. Yeah, you can go in and just be very, be respectful, I guess. But yeah, go ahead. It's really pretty, isn't it?
Okay. I pause and just offer a word up to my God and just say, please protect us in this sacred place and don't let us step on anything that could anger our goddess. Thank you.
What was our theme of the night? Or was the don't let unexpected situations throw you? That's the fortune cookie of the day. I would like. Actually, no. It's pretty obvious. Calandra is like so excited. She's like, "Let's go! I want to look at every tree. Let's go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find that girl, and we're gonna. I'm gonna. If I run off, just don't stop me. All right? I got my walking stick. I'm ready to go. Just don't worry about it. You look. You look. I'm gonna talk and look at every tree."
Okay.
What was the girl's name that got tossed in? And I'm not seeing it in my notes. I know we have it, but
Deianira is her name.
Deianira.
No.
I just call out. Is anybody here named Deianira? I don't know that we even see anybody yet.
You don't see anyone. You see clusters of trees, maybe 10 or 12 each. Let me give me a second. Roll. You know what? Roll a persuasion for me. Let me see if that works. I'll make 2.
Guidance.
13.
Plus
Okay.
guidance. Plus 4.
Plus what?
D4. Plus D4 for guidance.
Plus a D4? Oh. That's another 3, so 16.
Okay, there you go. So by calling out, you kind of. Is anybody here named Deianira? I'm gonna wait a couple beats, and then you hear what? Coming from all the way in the back.
Cassandra, we found her.
So she's sort of like, she got down off the deer and is just like looking at the trees, just kind of smacking them with her stick, like, "Hey, hello." Sort of not paying attention to you at all. Hello.
Can we tell which direction that was coming from?
Yeah, it was ahead of you on the other side. Yep, on the far side of the grove.
Deianira, we've come from the city. We're coming towards you.
Are you calling this out the same volume as last time?
Yeah, sort of.
From the same place that you're standing?
I'm walking in the direction of
You're
what
walking closer. Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear them go, this voice go, "What?" Nardo and Bree, what are you doing?
I guess I can
Following behind.
yeah.
Okay.
We're here to help.
Calandra is going to follow you as well at this point because you're
I
yelling
said
and moving.
Cassandra, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I just put an L in that name, so you're right to do that. All right. As you're going through, you sort of hear a collection of a couple voices that sound very young, sort of mumbling, and you see that there's a cluster of about 12 trees here. The trees are getting shorter as well as you keep walking. They're getting smaller, they're getting shorter, they're getting a little lighter in color. And you see a grove or a little section of the grove that only has 3 trees in it, which is unusual. The rest of them have a bunch, right? And these are very little trees. They're pretty small. And as you get closer, you hear little voices sort of talking to each other where these 3 trees are.
Hello. Is one of these small voices Deianira?
The smallest of the trees says, "Dia who? That's not my name."
Yeah, we're looking for a Deianira.
"Oh, well, I'm not Deianira. I'm Lucos, and these are my friends. That's Percy, and that one over there, the tall one, she's Creasa. Maybe one of them. I don't know. Do you guys know a Deianira?" The other trees just start going like, Dia who? Wait, what? Who? I don't know.
Where are you all from?
Oh, me first. Hey, no, they were talking to me first. Me first. Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm from Marai, and you guys are not from Marai. Where are you guys from?
Well, we came through Marai.
Cool. Why are you here? What are you doing?
Well, Marai kind of fell into a volcano.
Whoa! No way. That's wicked. That's cool. I wish I was around to have seen that.
Did these sound like little kids or teenagers or?
So the one talking to you sounds incredibly young. The other two sound like maybe teenagers, but this one sounds very young.
What is your name, little one?
Oh, me? You're
Yeah.
asking the one that's been talking.
Yes.
I'm Lucas.
Oh,
I would
that's right.
say
You
that
said it. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's okay. I'm Lucas, and I would say that I'm 8 years old. I don't know how old I am now because I'm definitely more than 8, but I'm also only 8. Does that make sense?
Forever young, forever young.
Hmm.
How long have you been here, little one?
A long time or a short time? I don't really know. I was here first. I was the first new tree in this part of the grove, and these two came after me. So I don't know. I guess on Marai, I'm bad at math. Is that 3 years? Because you guys came after me, right? Yeah, I guess that's 3 years in your time. I don't know how long it is down here. Feels like forever, and it also feels like just yesterday.
Question
Can
for
I?
the
Oh, go ahead.
how many of these trees are there that are alive? Are all of them or just a collection of?
Do you mean like
The-
able to be speaking to you right now?
Yes.
Right now, these 3 trees are talking to you. That's how I'm going to answer that question, DM style.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Answers well enough for
There you go.
are they all appear to be based on their voices and whatnot, just off of basic percent? Do they all appear to be roughly about the same age ish, relatively
They're
speaking?
they're all younger voices. This one definitely. I mean, this one admitted to being 8. The other 2 voices do sound young, but not as young. Think like think teenagers doing a makeup tutorial on TikTok. Like, next we're gonna go in with a drunk elephant. You know what I mean? Like, definitely that voice is what you're hearing coming from these other 2 trees.
I have an 11-year-old daughter. I hear those.
That's yep. Now you got it. That's exactly what you're hearing. I'm going to let you guys on some more questions because we are exactly at the wrong time to cut for commercial. But I'm gonna let you think of more questions because remember you got all these 3 trees and they're more than happy to talk to you. So while you're thinking of things to say, I'm gonna just pop myself into the main screen. We're gonna do a quick commercial break. I'm gonna come back. We'll keep talking to these trees. Sound good? But before we do that, I want to give you guys all a little. We should have done this beforehand. I didn't realize we were going to get stuck doing this. Not commercial. Confessions. Let's do it.
Oh, this is interesting. Little children who don't seem to be terribly helpful. I'm trying to rack my brain how this whole thing works with time. I'm going to have to work on this and figure it out.
Trees. I don't know what to say.
Said trees.
It's trees.
Love
It from one zone to the next, things just get stranger and stranger. We know that sacrifices end up down here, and the deer was just talking about sacrifices. Are the trees a incarnation of a sacrifice person from ages past? I don't know. Can I get some pizza, please? I mean, hello.
I want to give Nardo pizza. I really do. I have a plan. I promise. It's on this paper. But for now, before we do any of that, this episode of Underworld is brought to you by a lot of things, including, it's always this one. There we go. Ren Adventures Castle Tour in England this summer. Visit Muncaster Castle June 2nd to the 7th for an epic adventure like no other. Explore England by day and play D&D in a castle by night. Yeah, a castle, a real castle.
Right.
I know. I did this last
Can
year.
you get my drink?
You're muted, DM.
I tried to mute Brie. I'm so sorry. There we go. We are brought to you by Whimsy Grotto. Imaginative creations galore are available at whimsygrotto.com. We are also brought to you by Tabletop Tees. That's right. We have favorite character and nerdy pop culture references in tea form. Seriously, what do they taste like? You got to find out. All we know is that Lee Pace tastes like pie, I think, or smells like pie. Anyway, if you weren't there for that AMA, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But find out what all of your favorite Nat 21 and otherwise references taste like by going to tabletoptees.com. We are also brought to you by Mavs Mobile Mercantile. Mugs, magnets, and more all can be yours. Visit mavsmobilemercantile.com. And that's right. Oh, Patreon stuff. This is really exciting. We have had so many really cool things going on over on Patreon. Over on Patreon for our birth anniversary palooza that's going on right now. We have had 2 pieces of like really long form pieces of bonus content that have been dropped onto Patreon just this week. We have more coming up for you. We've had contests, giveaways, all kinds of stuff, not just in April, but every month of the year. You can participate in our AMA. Tomorrow is our nerdy trivia game where you can win prizes based on how well you do with our nerd trivia. So if you want to participate in all this stuff, you can visit patreon.com/Nat21Adventures. And speaking of our birth anniversary palooza, we have a lot of live streams coming to you. Some really cool stuff. Today is Underworld. Tomorrow is our AMA. But next week, Thursday, this time next week, we have a one-shot called a surprise party. And that is going to feature some of our Patreon Saints characters from last year and previous campaigns. We also have our big watch along of our very first episode from 4 years ago. That is going to be on Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday with some of the original cast from that very first episode. It's amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. It's going to be a blast and a half. But in the meantime, I want to make sure that you guys know that we could not do this without you. Yes, my friends, it is thanks to you and your support and your viewership, throwing bits, making comments, and doing all the things that you do. It is thanks to you all that we are here bringing you spoopy campaigns like this one just about every single day of the week. So to every single one of you, huzzah! All right, my friends. Thank you so much. I apologize that we sort of stopped in the middle of that one there, but I didn't want it to go any further along. But now, I hope you've thought up some more questions or things to talk about with these trees, because they all seem very eager to talk to you. Hang on one sec. I need you guys to mute. There we go. There you go.
Can I pull Cassandra to where we... Kalandra. I'm going to forever call her.
You're fine. Go for it.
Kalandra to us and ask her the name or tell her the names of the trees and say, do you recognize these? Do you know how long ago these were? what they were sacrificed. This is Lucas. This is Perry. This is Cressa.
She's sort of looking at you like, oh, one moment. Lucas, your mother was Artemidora, yes? That's your mother? I know her. You're a good boy. You did math so well. It was 3 years ago I don't know what day it is now, but almost, that there was that full moon for you. That's right. I remember. Yes. Artemidora's son. That's this one right here. Yes.
And these three are just the only ones that are talking to us. None of the others are reacting. Can I go walk up to another tree and try to talk to it?
You certainly can. There's hundreds of trees in this grove, just in clusters.
Well, let me ask a question. The smallest one, does it look like they get bigger, or are they all like small? And can we guess if one tree per year, about how far back 10 years ago when they started having the drought and stuff might have been?
Okay, so definitely you can, right. So these 3 trees are the smallest of all. They all look to be about the same size. And each of the sections of grove tend to be about the same size tree. The one to your left does seem a little greener, a little smaller. The one behind it, same thing. But the rest of them all just look like mature, big pine trees at this point. But they are clustered in about 10 to a section. But if you'd like to walk up and talk to any other tree, you're welcome to go try.
I'll go try to talk to one of the more mature trees.
Which
like Cassandra was. The one that's closest to it, that looked like it was still kind of a more mature tree. You said they were all small one.
Okay. Yeah. So you are going to go up to the tree closest to you in that section. And it is, we're getting there, I promise. That's a really good question. All right. You can, by all means, go ahead and try talking to it. It's pretty green.
I wish I had speak with plants, but I don't.
Animal handling, no.
Yes, can I roll animal handling? Bonjour. I'm not sure what kind of tree you are. You do not look like a cypress, but you are a very big tree. I would like to talk to you. Bonjour. Hello.
This tree will respond to you. Its voice is a little fainter than the voices you just talked to. Just so you know. She's a little quieter. She's like, hi, hello? Who are you?
I am Bree. Who are you?
Me? I'm Cleo. Hi. Can I help you?
How long have you been here, Cleo?
Me? I don't know. It's been a long time. What time is it up in Marai? Are you from Marai? I'm confused.
We came through.
Oh. Okay. I mean, it's been a while. I was the last tree here before that new spot came up. No, wait a minute. Was I? Yeah, I was. It's confusing.
Can I ask Calandra if she remembers Cleo?
Calandra's like, Cleo. Cleo is it's a common name. How else might we know you, Cleo? How could we know? I know 12 Cleos. And you see that Calandra's she's distracted. She's like kind of peeking around other places while you're having this conversation. Bree and Nardo, are you guys asking in the meantime, or have you come over with Bree? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, we're kind of following with Bree and Calandra.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I'm out of ideas.
I mean, you can keep talking to them. There's plenty of trees here.
I mean, knock on wood, we can figure something out.
I mean, there's plenty of questions if you wanna if you
Yeah,
need answers.
Cleo.
You keep asking me as the DM the questions. You can ask the trees. You know?
Yeah, Cleo, you said you're the last of this group. Do you know why the groups aren't bigger?
Oh, it's the roots. We're given lots of space. Axia told me when she turned me into the tree that she wants to make sure we have enough space so that we can grow big and strong and fully mature. And yeah, that's why they started the new one over there. But as you see, there's plenty of space for more trees.
Why were you turned into a tree?
Oh, that's part of the whole deal. That's what they do. So, we're told that when we get picked, it's very important because Axia will care for us, and it's our job to be the most important member of Mirai. And High Priestess Halara got me to come stay with them. It was really nice. They treated me really nice, and they were like, "Listen, you're gonna really like being a tree." And I'm like, "I don't know that I'll like being a tree," but it was okay. We hung out there for a while. I was given like really good food for a week, and then I got to take these really cool baths in all these fun lavender flowers, and then I had to wear these really nice black robes, and the priestesses were all singing these weird songs, and then we walked up to the volcano, and I drank this tea that made me really sleepy, and then I went into the volcano, and then when I showed up down here, Axia herself came and got me from the throne room. And she said that I was going to be a tree and that I was really, really going to love it. And I do. It's nice here.
So you knew you were going to become a tree before you went into the volcano?
Oh, yeah, they tell us all this. Well, High Priestess Halara told me. She said that it was very sacred information. But I mean, we all kind of know.
I look back at Bree and Freeze like, well, here are the sacrifices from above.
Yes. They all seem very young.
Oh, me? I'm not that young. I'm practically an adult. I was 12.
That's about right.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, they did. I mean, if you want to talk to anyone else, I mean, I'm kind of one of the last ones here that probably can still talk though, but my friend over there, she's a couple trees behind me. She's a chatterbox still, which is amazing. Do you think she would have stopped by now? But you can try and talk to her if you want.
Do you know why?
We'd
Go
like to
ahead.
track back to the tree that's, if we could find like the trees that like before and after the that nexus point where things changed up.
Bree, what was your question?
I don't remember. I was flipping to another page now, going on.
No,
ready
you're
to take
fine.
notes.
You're fine.
So we're going over to the chatterbox.
It's up to you. There's still 2 other trees that can talk to you over there. There's one apparently that still can talk to you over here.
Yeah. So when did things start getting really weird up at the village again? Could I refresh my memory, Bree?
Yes. So I like that you say nexus point. That's really cool. I'm gonna write that down because I didn't think of that phrase. But what I'll say is when the city and the people started realizing that their sacrifices weren't doing what they usually did.
20 years.
It was about 20 years ago.
All right. Based off of our math, how far back are we currently with Cleo?
So Lucas was 3, and then the other 2 were after him. Yeah, when was
How many
Cleo's?
was in Lucas's group?
3?
Just 3.
Just 3?
Hmm.
And Cleo had
Alright.
10, right?
Yes, Cleo's group has about
Cleo's
10.
a full group of 10, and Cleo was the last one before the new alcove, which means Cleo would be the 4th year going backwards.
Mhm.
So plus out that group puts us to 13 years ago. So within the next group of trees moving forward will encompass that 20-year mark. Was the chatterbox in the next group of trees or in this group?
No, she was in this group.
Okay. Let's talk to the chatterbox briefly because she seems maybe she'll be freely give up some extra insights, and then we'll jump to the next one back
Sure.
because the next group back is hopefully going to have some sort of answers because that's going to encompass that year
Mhm.
that Karen got shady.
Karen got shady. So funny. It's so funny. All right. So if you want to approach, as you come closer to her, she's just gonna be like, "Oh, you talked to Cleo before you talked to me. Come over here. I love talking to you." And her voice is actually way quieter than even Cleo's was. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonjour. What is your name, child?
me, I'm Lily. Hi.
I'm just making
Hi.
you make names up.
You are. It's okay. That's why I have like a reservoir in my head. You're good.
Bree, get her number in the cycle too.
How long have you been here, child? Were you
Oh.
before Cleo or?
Yeah, I was before Cleo for sure. She came after me, and then they started putting them in the grove over there.
So she's
Or in the
just
chunk
before.
Yeah.
In your group,
Lily is
who is
5.
the oldest?
The
Who has
oldest
been here? He's been here the longest.
in my cluster, all the way at the front. But I never got her name. She's pretty far away from where I am, and you see, I can't really move. Or his name. I don't really know. They kind
What's
of
the?
be quiet by the time I got here.
Does the one next to you talk?
Oh, here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, Amphitryon doesn't talk. He did for a bit, but he stopped talking.
How long ago did he stop talking?
I don't know. Time works weird down here, but that grove wasn't at 3 yet. I know that.
Okay.
I don't know which one of them it was.
Sounds like they lose their voices after 4, maybe 5
4 or
years.
5 years, yeah.
I don't think we're going to get much out of the 20-year trees, Nardo.
Well, I mean, they kind of go to sleep. They say they get really tired. I'm tired myself, honestly.
Do you know how to wake them up? What would wake you up? What would you need? You need some caffeine? I get some coffee.
Oh, I mean, I would love to have a nice drink, but I mean, we get enough with the snow. No, it's when we fully develop into adult trees, we get our eternal rest.
How old are you?
Oh, me? I'm 13. I'm like the oldest one here, so well, not really down here, but I'm the oldest one out of everybody. Actually, it's really, I don't know how old I am now. How old would I be now?
13, and he was 4.
18.
18. Adulthood, really.
I would have been 18. Wow, I wonder what it would be like to be 18. You know, I think that I would have really liked to have been 18 and not be down here, but that's okay. I get an eternal reward. I actually wanted to be one of the high priestesses, but my family didn't have any money, so I couldn't really do that. So I was glad when they said I could be a sacrifice. I was actually kind of worried I wouldn't be. I kissed a boy once. Oh.
It's too bad you could have kissed many boys.
I I know, but at least I get to chill here. It's really nice. Axia is really nice.
Literally chill because it's snow.
Yeah. I love talking. I want to talk more. I'm glad I can talk to some people before I go to sleep. It's really nice to talk. And Cleo is kind of sick of me talking to her. So.
How old was the high priestess's daughter? Do we know?
Mm-hmm. She was 19.
Way old from
Wait.
what we've seen so far for a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
At least a year older. That's probably what ticked them off.
So the newest one sacrificed was
sacrificed.
I'm sorry, you guys both talked at the same time.
You said she was 19 when she was sacrificed?
Yes.
So far, the oldest person we've seen sacrificed is 13. 12, yeah.
something about their souls and age. It's got to contribute somehow to Axia. Empowerment, something. There's energy in souls. But maybe innocence too?
I'm trying to find my doll. Oh, here it is. So how far away is the statue from us? Is it right outside the grove, or?
I mean, it's back where you came from, so it would be a bit of a trek back there. Not like a whole day's walk. It's a distance. You kind of walked all the way in here. You guys could do that, no problem, but Calandra would probably need to ride the deer back, and you can tell from right now she is not going to leave this grove. She's already, just so you're aware, she is like wandering already, kind of looking up, tapping on the trees.
Are there any markings or other patterns that we can see?
Just the size of the trees. They kind of are getting to the point where the front is all mature trees.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing that you can see.
What's the oldest tree that we can see? The biggest, most mature grove. Is there anything
all the way at the front? You can go check it out if you want.
Yeah, just want to get a look out, see if there's anything special. Is it any significant difference in age? Does it look like they're really just every year, or maybe there are gaps?
As we go back, I want to count for that 20th.
Okay.
I want to see if we can look and investigate the trees themselves and their growth and appearance.
You both just made your DM do this, which is dangerous.
I did that last game. It's your turn.
Okay. Oh, Bree, you don't know what you did, girl. I have notes upon notes. Good or bad, I won't say, but you did something. All right. So first of all, Bree, as you're walking, you just see that the mature trees really just look like mature trees. There's some size difference. They do get a bit wider, but for the most part, they all look pretty similar. They are in clusters of 10. Some are in a cluster of 11, some are in a cluster of 9, but for the most part, they're in clusters of 10. Nardo, you're going to start counting backwards. So the grove that Cleo was in is exactly 10. The grove right in front, the little section, also has exactly 10 in it. Now, I will mention that as you guys stop at that second section, trying to find which one was the 20th tree back, right?
Should be about 7 in.
Yeah. You're going to notice Calandra's just going to keep walking to the next section and start tapping on trees. She's within eyesight, so it's up to you if you want to stop her or not. But just so you know, she does not stop with you. She goes on and is like, ooh, 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 just on that next row of trees.
I need an old lady leash, like one of them kids leashes.
I mean, she's right there. I'm just letting you know, she does not stop.
Hey, Calandra, take a look at this tree. This is really interesting.
She's like, oh, yeah, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I'm going to keep tapping. What you see just on the surface, you do not see any difference in these trees versus the last ones. They're just a little bit bigger, slightly. These are definitely fully mature trees.
Can I try to do like Cassandra is and just tap it
Tap
and
on?
see if it makes a difference?
You can certainly tap on the tree. Go ahead and see what happens. I want you to, you know what? No, just tap them. I'll just tell you what happens.
Tap, tap, taparoo. Tap, tap, taparoo.
No, you know what? Roll me an animal handling. Do it. We haven't done it this game. I want to do it.
Dirty 21.
Okay, this is good.
I rolled
No,
the 18 plus 3.
Okay. As you tap on the tree, I want you to notice that there's like a blue glow that's sort of, it's almost not even visual. Just as you're tapping it with your hand almost seems to glow.
So my hand glows when it taps it?
As you're tapping that, almost like if you were to like a puff of light sort of comes up from the spots that you tapped.
Okay, so I'm tapping with my hand. Let me see if I can just barely tap with the end of my mace and see if it still does that. See if there's a difference between my flesh and like the end of a object to see if it makes a difference. Just
the end of the object will glow blue as you tap it.
It does what?
Glows blue the same way when you tap. But you're tapping very briefly. It's just like, whoop, and then it's gone as soon as it happens.
Can I lay my hand on it and just kind of hold it there?
You rolled a 21. Let's go for it. All right. When you press your hand to the tree, you are overcome with a feeling, not quite communication, but you sense there's absolutely a soul in here. You can just feel that soul had a name at one point and is very much at peace. And if you sort of concentrate hard enough, you're like, I know this one's name.
What's its name?
This one is Ursula.
Can I try talking to it? Like just, I don't know if I should do it out loud because it can't talk, or if I should try to mentally do it. I'm going to try to mentally talk to the tree in my mind.
Okay.
Since I know that I'm guessing it comes in my mind or something like that.
You can roll another animal handling for it, yeah.
Sure.
Might as well
What
use
could go
it.
wrong? Same thing, 18 again, so dirty 21.
This is beautiful. You guys are rolling so high. Except for your one. You got 1-1 and the rest were great.
Yes, and this is in dice jail. The other new dice is rolling good.
All right. You do reach out to it, say hello, try and get any information out of it. All you feel from this particular soul tree is that it is fast asleep. You know who's in there, but it's like talking to somebody in a coma. They're just asleep.
This one's Ursula, but I can't wake it up. I tried to talk to it, but it's at peace. It's like it's in a humble sleep. I don't know if we should, it feels wrong to try to wake it up. But what else can we do? It's asleep.
You're reading my mind there. I reach out and touch it with the key.
Nothing happens other than that little pinky blue glow.
Glows.
Yeah.
Is there anything around its base? Anything we can see in between the trees? Is searching around, looking for any sign that there's something on the earth.
So there is snow on the ground around all of them. But from what you can see, from what you can perceive, this is just a grove of trees.
Just a grove of trees.
Nothing that you see.
Yes, Kevin. Apparently.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're looking at me to say something. I don't want to
Is there any physical appearances that appear to be different from before and after this tree?
None of the trees look different. Some are just slightly bigger because they've matured more. From what you can see. From what you can tell, nothing sticks out.
Well, it doesn't appear as if there's any huge change from what's happened down here with the trees in relation to what's happened up above.
We've got to be missing something. I just don't know what.
I'm going to put a hand on the 19th tree.
The 19th tree?
The 19th tree.
Okay.
See if I sense anything different.
Where's a
Okay.
druid when you need him?
Jeez, Bree.
Trailing.
Apparently you need some hobbits to wake the ends up. As you put your hand on that 19th tree, you see that this one, you sort of feel the same thing that Bree felt. It's someone is in there is a soul, and they are very much asleep.
And just because I'll do 21.
So 21 is further down in the next section.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 21. Never mind. I was laughing at
Oh.
myself.
Is that 21 animal handling?
No.
I was just going to give it to you,
No,
Tree
because
number
the 21st tree should still be within that section because there's a group of 3. So
Yeah.
we're not at the end of a tree section for where that happened. The first group is 3,
You're
and
right,
then
21.
10, another 10. So we're almost to the end of the group.
You're right. Okay, so placing your hand on that tree, you get the same feeling. There is a soul in there. You can name the soul, but they are very much asleep. They're at peace. They're happy.
True. Yeah, can we see Calandra? What's she
you
still
cannot
doing?
see Calandra. She has disappeared into that next section. Like totally wandered into it. She just
Do I
moved out of your range.
Can I see feet prints? Can I follow her feet prints?
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. So
Sorry.
as you follow the feet prints kind of into this older grove, we're now going back up to like 30 trees back. You see that she is on the far end with her arms around one of the tree with tears coming down her cheeks.
Calandra?
What you found?
Is this a soul you knew?
She is not ignoring you, but she's just like whispering to the tree.
Can we hear what she says?
Sure. As you get a little closer, she sort of turns to see that you're there, but is thoroughly engrossed in this tree, and she keeps saying, I knew I would find you. I'm so glad I found you. You're here now. I'm here now. I'm so glad I found you.
So I kind of kneel next to her and be like, who is this? You must know them. Did you know them in their life?
She sort of nods and takes your hand and presses it to the tree. And much like the other tree, you feel that there's a glow, there's a warmth, and you feel that the soul in there is named Daphne.
Did you know Daphne?
Calandra sort of wipes her tears and she says, yes, I left the cult of Deos because I wanted to have a family of my own. I made a grave mistake. And I did. I had a beautiful daughter named Daphne. At least I did for a while, and I never thought I would get to see her again. But here we are. And she goes back and hugs it again.
Sorry, I'm furiously writing notes.
You're good. That's a lot to write down. It's almost like I could have titled this particular episode Exposition, the musical.
I'd like to inspect the tree for like a bit of loose bark or something that might be easily popped off the side.
Oh gosh. I mean, there's really nothing in particular. Nothing's loose. Nothing's sick. Nothing's growing off of the tree that you can see. Nothing that's easily. I mean, there's
like
pine
leaves?
needles. Yeah. I mean, you could probably grab a pine needle if you really wanted to.
I would take off a small twig.
Okay. Yeah. As you do so, nothing really happens. It's just a little twig with pine needles on it.
I offer a prayer to Daphne. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to Daphne. May she. Oh, it looks like she found a to no rest, but may she be protected always.
That's very nice.
I'm gonna use my claws and carve and craft up a little bit, and present the little keepsake to Calandra. That way, her daughter will always be with her. Because I wish you could stay, but we do have to find Di somewhere here and get her back home, so that way we can try to break this cycle of loss.
Calandra is very grateful. She reaches out, takes it, plants a little kiss on it, and hands it back to you. And she says, "Oh no, darling. I'm not leaving with you. You can go ahead, but please, Daphne would want you to go on your quest. That will bless you." And she sort of settles herself down at the base of the tree and like leans on it.
You're staying?
Yes,
Was
I'll
that-
be staying.
Did you know she would be here? Is that why you wanted to come?
Oh, yes, I did. But I want to help you too. It seems to me like Deianira is not here.
Yes, that much has become apparent.
Clear.
We'll have to continue moving on.
I give her a big hug.
You are staying. Can you continue caring for Lucas and the other young ones before they have to go to sleep?
Oh, yes. I'll be sure to talk to them until they go to their rest, as long as I can.
I'm not crying, you're crying. I'll just walk away.
Okay.
All right.
So are you going to exit the grove where you came from or to continue onward? Because remember, the deer is on the opposite side from where you came, so it's up to you entirely.
Yeah, we do need to figure out what stuff the deer had that she wanted to offer us.
Yep, we're going to go back to the deer.
Yeah.
All right.
Not forget the loot.
Okay. All right.
Loot that is freely given free.
This one actually is.
No, I don't have to pick everything's pocket. There's chests and
Yeah.
hovels,
Yeah.
secrets.
All right. The deer has been waiting for you. She looks a lot better than the last time you saw her. She got some rest. She got to lay down for the first time in probably hundreds of years. She sort of gets up to see you and is just like, "Oh, great. Did you find the sacrifice? It's beautiful in there, right?"
The one we were looking for is not here.
Huh. Wait, weren't there 4 of you?
You miscounted. Oh yes,
Oh.
yes. There's 4. See, this is Jacqueline. She was 4. Yes, yes. You
Yeah.
counted wrong. You right. Yes,
Understood. Gotcha.
It was the exhaustion.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I was very exhausted. You were right. So do you guys want the stuff? Do you need help with something? I mean, you guys are doing a great job so far. I mean, wow, you guys are like way nicer than any of the other lieutenant people that he hires. Oh, the lieutenant, you don't want to run into him. He's so mean. You guys are so nice.
Yes, we will
This-
gladly take what you have no need for to lighten your
Sweet.
load.
Thank you. Oh, amazing. You can take you take the saddle too. Like, I don't really, it's heavy. You want it.
If you don't have a need for the saddle, we can just take it off.
Yeah, great.
But
great.
we don't necessarily have a need to just carry a saddle around to the different zones.
Whatever you, I'm just grateful. Listen, there's no wolves. I'm so happy. Yeah, but if you want, so my saddle has 2 bags on it, one on either side. Go ahead and take a look. All right. So whoever's digging in on the left side in that left saddlebag, you see there's a couple of flasks of water, and there's a bag tied off, and on the inside it has big chunks of hardtack. And in the right saddlebag, there are 2 things. One is a beautiful blue cape, and I will send you information on that in a minute. And another is this really shiny, like, it almost looks like an opal. It's an amulet. It's like oval shaped. It's got like some really pretty silver decoration on the outside. And I can give you information on that as well. Or you can investigate now, or you can just hang on to it.
We seem to have a little bit of time.
Okay, so what have you found? So this cape is an avalanche cape. Once per long rest, you can use an action to crouch down and activate this item by grabbing its edges and yanking it to touch the ground. In doing so, it releases a billowing cascade of heavy snow. It creates a 4-foot circle of snow and a 5-foot radius around you. The snow wall will provide protection from enemy attacks. It has 25 hit points, 14 AC, but it is vulnerable to fire damage. When you duck behind it, it gives you full cover. After 1 round, though, it begins to melt, and you can use it once per long rest. And I can send you guys all this afterward, so you don't need to write it all down. And then the amulet, it's an Aurora amulet. Once a day, you can activate this item by placing it on the ground and stepping 5 feet away. It will then balance and project an array of shimmering lights onto surfaces up to 60 feet away from it. The light appears in like columns that'll cluster, forming a white line over areas in which valuable or magical items are hidden. This effect lasts until the amulet is retrieved, and it can't be used again until dawn of the next day. It gets recharged in moonlight. This item cannot be used in well-lit areas. The light won't be visible. Yeah, some cool stuff. And hardtack. And water.
Give me a swoller of the water.
Hardtack.
Yeah, I went true country with that. Sorry.
All right.
All right.
We very much appreciate your gifts.
That's so nice. I very much appreciate you guys. Oh, man, I can't wait until Axia gets here and turns me back into a person. And I get to have, like, an eternal reward. That's so exciting. I get to go in front of the big guy again, which is terrifying because he's really scary. But at the same time, now I get rest. So I shouldn't be scared, right?
Hey, if you happen to see them, don't mention us. It's really important.
We're new.
Really
remember?
important.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, how can like the king of all things keep track of all the employees? You know what I mean? Like, I got you. Lips are sealed. I got you. Yeah. Anything else you guys might need or want? I mean, are you just hanging out here? Like,
Do you know the way? Do you know where the other door is?
Oh yeah. You want to see the door? I can just take you over there.
Yes, we would love that.
Great. Yeah. Come over here. Follow me. It's going to be great. Actually, could you take the saddle off of me, though? Because the bells are driving me crazy.
Yes.
Cut,
yes.
cut, snip, yeet.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that feels so much better. All right, come over here. So she leads you through the snow. The blizzard is blizzarding as it was before. And you come upon a door, sort of almost floating between trees. It exists in a plane that maybe shouldn't even exist. If you go to look behind it, there's nothing behind it. It's just a door. And you notice that on that door, let me just make sure I'm saying this right.
Does it say Bar
It does not, but it does have 3 locks on it in different sizes.
All right, Lockie.
I
Guidance.
assume one takes the key. We'll try. We'll see if it takes the key.
One of the brass lock does take the brass key. Yes, as you insert it, it does fit into the lock for sure.
So we need to come up with 2 other keys or pick the locks. We're pretty far from that statue. We never really checked that out. Don't know what else to do here. Let's see what happens. First, I'm going to inspect the lock very carefully, make sure there's nothing funny about it.
Roll for me for this one because it just to see how, if you don't mind.
14.
Okay, so you don't see anything not normal about these locks. They just look like regular locks. But I will say that you know that this is a magic door.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that quite detected the magic on it, but I will say that you know that at least the door itself is not a regular door, even though these locks are very much regular locks from what you can tell. That makes sense.
I don't really sense too much. Let's go ahead and try and pick that top lock.
Okay.
And that's probably going to fail with a 10.
It does.
With guidance.
Oh, of course. Wait a minute. I'm actually trying to use pick lock as a skill. I probably should be using animal handling.
Just do it. Let's see what happens. Whatever. There's no real rules here.
Yep. Oh, that's a 14.
14 still does not do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, folks,
Did you
I
add the
think we have
guidance?
to find some keys.
I think you got 1d4 of guidance as well. Did you want to
did
try
I
that?
get guidance? I can try the guidance. That's another 4. 18.
Oh, it doesn't, but you're close.
I think there's got to be some saints that are watching that can, there's some.
I know, nobody's thrown
auto
anything yet.
passes, +5s.
Also, just remember, the deer is still with you, and she's like, "Oh, auto success." All right, so that top lock, Kara threw down. Thank you, Kara. You're down auto success, and you do get. Kevin is like, "Tell me, what do you need? Let's do it." You do. No, you're good. That top lock is totally undone. You got it.
Yep. You mentioned the lieutenant put the key on you. Did you happen to know of any other keys?
Oh, you mean the 2 that are over in that tree? Yeah. Do you want me to show you?
Well, yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So there's a tree. One of the other one, Axia was mad at this other guy. He's a partridge now. I don't know what happened to him.
And a pear tree?
Well, yeah. How did you know it was a pear tree? Let's go see it. Yeah, let's go.
The puns.
Yeah, no. I told you it was a Christmas card. I have to have some fun. All right, so there is a tree. There is a nest up in the top of the tree, a big nest. And then there's like a little
Fit 2 turtle
hole.
doves?
The what?
Does it fit 2 turtle doves?
It could. I'm not saying it does. I'm saying it could fit a lot of things. It could fit 4 calling birds too. I don't know. But in the bottom, there's a little hovel,
Or
and you
three
can
French
see
hens.
3 French hens. They'd be like
5 golden rings.
they'd be Mariah hens. But yeah, or yeah, no, but we could keep doing this for way too long. Oh my god, it's gonna be the 12 days of Underworld now. I'm gonna write the whole thing. Bonus content for our Patreons. Have fun, everybody. I'm gonna get Shakespeare to perform it for you. All right. In the little hollow in the bottom of the tree, you also see a smaller nest, and it's got some eggs in it. And on the top, you see a very, very big nest. Can't quite see inside of it though.
Can I help Free hop up? Since he's probably the most dexterous to get up there. Do you want to hop up, or shall I? Or I mean,
I'm pretty dexterous. I'm not great at athletic kind of things. Climbing is more of a strength thing than a agility thing.
I'll try it then.
I can aid you up the tree.
Yes, let's aid me. And up. Acrobatics. What are we doing?
Yeah, I would do. Yeah, you can use. I would
Animal
use
handling?
athletics for climbing. No, there's real animals here. No.
Yes, he is right there.
I would
All
use
right, so
athletics for this one because it's climbing the tree.
athletics,
It's getting
okay.
yourself up. Yeah.
16.
Okay, you scale that tree. Absolutely. When you look into the nest, you see a little silver box. Also, you hear like a hooting coming from above you.
Hoot, hoot. Can I see what's hooting?
If you look up, you see 2 big yellow eyes, but you can't quite see what it is. It's kind of hidden among the leaves.
Can I throw some light up there?
Sure.
I throw light.
Okay, you see a giant horned owl just staring at you.
Bonjour.
Karen's like, I hope it's not an owl bear. No,
Oh
not
my
an owl
God.
bear.
Why would you curse
Your God,
that?
no,
Why?
not at level 2.
We're not alone. There's feathers, eyes. It's looking at me.
Well, is there anything? Is what we're looking for there?
I see this silver box. This must be it.
Okay, grab it.
Yoink.
Okay, as you grab that, you feel a sharp cut to your fingers. Can you make a constitution save, please? It's not fire. Sorry.
We're doing a save?
Yes, please.
Oh, all right. That's all right. She's a beefy girl. She got this. 15?
You got it. All right, you are okay. You just got a cut to your finger. It didn't do any damage to you, but it stung, and it's not great. And now you have a bloody finger and a box that just cut you because it was sharp. A constipation.
It's sharp. Really?
Made me laugh.
What was that, Bree?
Nothing.
What happened?
There's catch. Throw it down.
Is someone gonna catch it? I mean,
She just threw a sharp box at me.
Yes.
Well,
Are
that's a
we rolling
dexterity thing.
You surprised?
Why?
Look, she's wise.
to
She's not intelligent.
Do we know or can see that it's sharp?
I mean, not really. It's under the lid that's gonna cut you. So it looks like a silver box, honestly.
It's sharp. I'm gonna throw it down. Let me not
Oh,
throw it
okay.
at you.
So
Yeah, I
she
meant to,
does
like,
tell
just
us it's
throw
sharp.
it.
Okay, we'll let it hit the ground.
Just throwing it into the snow. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. That was an impulse throw. Sorry. I panicked.
All right. Yeah, nothing has happened, by the way. That owl has not done anything but stare at you really creepy the whole time while you cut yourself and did stuff.
First I'm on fire, now I cut myself. What am I, emo? I am Twilight, so. Wait.
All right,
Yes.
work your way down, Bree. I'm gonna take a good moment to inspect this box. See
Okay.
if I
Shoot
can
me
figure
down.
out why it's sharp.
So upon inspection, I'll just give this one to you. Upon inspection, you do see that the underside of the box, that lid, it's just a lid that kind of flips up. It's been sharpened so that by grabbing it, you can cut yourself. And underneath the lip, there is like a white residue that probably to you, knowing that what you know, probably some kind of poison.
Do I need to roll anything for hopping down, or can I just hop down?
Oh, just you can hop down. You're good. You've been through enough. We're getting to the end here, so I'm just gonna let you hop down.
Well, I will use some of that water and see if I can carefully wipe some of that residue off with a little bit of cloth and rag, and carefully open it, not getting cut.
Yeah, do a dexterity for me just to make sure. If you roll a 1, I might have to change my mind. But for now, I'm gonna say, yeah, you wipe off the poison powder.
While he's doing that, I'm checking out the lower spot.
Okay, so that lower nest, it's definitely got a bunch of eggs in it. And hidden amongst the eggs is another silver box.
Well, I didn't roll a 1, but I only got an 11.
That's okay. I'm gonna say that you managed to get it. Yeah, I was like, if this is a total crit fail, I'm gonna have to say something else. But you're good. You got it.
Knowing what I know now, I
Yeah.
gently grab the box using the claws on my hand to grab and hold. That way, fleshy bits are not making contact.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You just sort of grab it and place it down. And you've not disturbed the eggs, I'm assuming.
Correct. Without
good. We don't have time to disturb the eggs.
That thing's staring too. It's mean mugging.
All right. I will carefully take the box from Nardo and do my de-trapification of it again.
Okay, and just make sure you don't roll a 1 while you're doing it, because it worked on the first one.
Dirty 20. We're good.
Perfect. You wash off all the poison. It's still sharp, but you didn't touch it.
Yeah.
All right.
And, yeah, we opened them. Yep.
So there are 2 shiny little keys inside each of those. One inside each.
Well, back to the door, I'd say, huh?
Like we need. We thank the deer again.
She's like, I'm just so happy to help you. You guys are big helpers. I'm going to tell Axia how great you were at this. And don't tell any of them. Not just the
don't tell anybody.
I got you. Understood. Zip my lip. Have
yes,
fun.
we are part of the special assistance squad.
Good. That's great. That's awesome. You guys rock. Thank you so much for this. Have fun. Be safe. Okay. Go help other people. You're doing a great job.
Well, by the way, when we get back to the door, were there any signs of other footprints?
No, but remember the snow is still falling. So no recent footprints. But that doesn't mean there weren't any in the last day or so. Or week. Or month. Time's weird.
Time is wibbly wobbly, as they say.
All right. Well, I guess we'll use the keys to open the door.
All right. As all 3 keys are inserted and turned, the door opens. You are met with that wall of fire once more. You don't feel any smoke or heat, smell anything, but there is a wall of flame.
I just shake my head.
Darn it.
Well, you're welcome to this cloak, Bree. I don't know if it'll help. but I've still got the clothes on under my stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive through like I did the last one.
All right.
Wait. This was vulnerable to fire, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Take it off.
the cape was, but the armor that Free had gotten the last time.
Yeah,
Not
but
the
he's
cape.
got the armor on.
I've got
fire.
the clothes. I gave her the cape of avalanche.
Oh, the cape about it does not help with fire.
It's going in
damage.
the bag. I'm not putting it on. No.
Sorry.
No, not
I know.
chancing it.
Sorry.
I'll put it on after.
All right. If you're diving through, so I want you to roll a d4 for me. You're diving through. I'd like you to roll a d4. Let's see how much ouchie burn.
Well, I don't take any of the ouchie burn because I've got those wonderful clothes.
That's right. We just. I'm sorry. Yep.
Push or just run through, Narda.
I guess it doesn't really matter that much anymore. We're just gonna have to keep doing this every time.
Sorry.
All right, I'll run through.
Okay.
Get it over with. How much am I taking?
1d4.
That's not bad.
Ouch.
Probably a little fire.
Am I rolling the d4 or are you rolling it?
Oh, you know what? I was gonna let you roll it.
I can roll
I
it.
probably should have rolled it. Sorry.
Don't roll high. Oh, get in the box. Of course. It's a 4.
I'm sorry. New tradition when we go through our doorways, you guys roll your own damage because apparently it works out better for me. All right. Have we all made it through?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you-
All right. So, my friends, you have found yourselves on the other side of this door, of course. As always, when you turn around, there is nothing behind you. And you find yourselves in a barren desert, hot as anything, devoid of water or shade. And there's another statue right there in front of you. But for now, before we go, let's do one more round of confession. Oh, yeah.
Well, still no pizza, but we did find out what happened to the sacrifices. They seem to be at peace, at least now. Don't know what exactly is gained yet. But so it. Hey, pizza? Anyone? Pizza?
Oh, well, I guess I'll pull all these layers back off again. Oof. No, surely is inconvenient. But that was a very moving thing. It was not what I expected from that last land. We'll see what we get with this one.
I miss my friend.
Oh.
I keep getting hit with fire.
And cutting yourself.
Yes, I'm cutting myself.
All right. I don't even have, there's no more NPCs for me to give a confession for right now. So, friends, thank you once again for joining us tonight for this very spooky episode of the Underworld. We like to remind you that we have shows Monday through Friday every week here on the channel. So be sure to check out all our exciting adventures. Patreon friends, remember we have a trivia game tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And there's like little prizes to be won. But for now, until next time, I am your dungeon with the mostest. Where's my 21? And remember, when a regular 20 just won't do, you need a nat 21. Thank you everyone so much. I hope you're having a wonderful time during our birthday anniversary palooza. We'll be back for more. Okay, bye.